town, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Detroit Lions. On the visitors' sideline, there you see the head coach of the Cardinals. His team got in the win column last week following a couple of losses to start the year. Across the field, it is Lions head coach Dan Campbell. His team fell on the road last week trying to turn things around in front of the home folks here. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. And off we go from Ford Field. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. They're going to be led out by their veteran signal caller out of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
You know, some weeks, Mike, it just seems like you just can't do anything wrong. Every play, every throw, it just seems like everything goes your way. And that was certainly the case last week, throwing for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tell you what, his receivers, they're coming into every game saying, we're going to get a lot of opportunities, and their quarterback can continue to play at that high of a level. There's a lot of production to go around.
Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game. Lee McNeil, he gets in there for the sack. It's a loss of 4 to kick off this drive.
Mike, you said it. You mentioned just how loud it was, the energy in this building leading up to the opening kickoff. And with a sack like that on the first play of the game, this crowd's only going to get louder. And, man, we can feel it all the way up here in the booth.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun is Brissett. A short one here, caught by McBride. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 16.
16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
A gain of 16.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
19, okay, 20, right, go.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett on the run to the right, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. With that, I want to give you a look here at the receiving numbers for him from the game a week ago. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4.
19, 13. Go.
He'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
19, okay. 12. Go.
We'll try and run for this with Connor. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
So on 4th down, it's Blake Gillikin to punt for Arizona. On the return, here's Washington. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
In last week's game, the opponent just really neutralized him and, frankly, this entire passing game. Nobody was open. When they were, he missed some throws. Offensive line had some protection issues. It just overall was a poor performance. So they understand if they're going to come into today's game and have some success, they've got to find a way to get some explosive production and some efficiency out of this passing game.
Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Down Gainwell. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll run here with Gainwell. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and 7. To Slav, a man in motion. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a 1st down.
And the Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Kobe Dean in on the tackle.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Back on the ground and back to right. And he'll get this down to the 40. It's a nice run. It's also a 1st down.
It's a gain of 8.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
A run with Gainwell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. A gain there of 21. 1st down, Detroit.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that first tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
Goff to throw on 1st down. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll go play action with Goff. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it'll be 3rd down. Laporta in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Goff. He'll go right and find his running back, and he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
First down. 1st and goal at the
this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Here's a run. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Ball right on the 5-yard line. 2nd down and goal. On the bootleg, it's Goff. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Noah's Ram. Touchdown, Lions. That's his first touchdown this year. Well, the play fake gets its job done, and so too does the tight end. Always a great target down there, as you know, Greg, near the end zone.
And this is where, Mike, so many tight ends do their damage. Down here in the goal line where the threat of run gets so much attention. And oftentimes it just takes the slightest hesitation by a defender. You see a tight end pop wide open, and in this case, results in the touchdown.
The extra point by Bass is good. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Cardinals offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Aiden Hutchinson, the former first-rounder, in on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
13.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He'll look middle and finds McBride as tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Power run inside. Here's Connor. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6.
12 back.
Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
19. Okay. 19. Go.
Pistol give. Here's 4. He'll push forward for about a yard. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 9.
19. Okay. 20. Right. Go.
To throw is Brissett. And this is going to be caught, what they say, out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
3rd and 9.
You're 19. That's it. You're 19. That's it. He's mine. He's mine. He's mine. Go.
Here is Brissett. That's caught. It's James Conner. And he will have a first down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. That's on Paris Johnson, the tackle. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Brissett gonna throw. This one caught by Patrick. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes 4th down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down. On the ground, Gainwell. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Here's Goff. Will set up the screen to Gainwell.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
From the gun, it's Goff. That's a short one, caught by Laporta. 11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Lions first down.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Lions ball to begin this 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10.
White 20.
Laporta in motion. Here's Gainwell. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Tackled there by Matt Wilson.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Like 20. Like 20.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. He's got his man complete. That's to Sabos. A gain there of 15. First down, Detroit.
That's good for the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Here's a 2nd and 12.
Hey, Shell. 180.
To throw is gone. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Goff to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Jordan Burks. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up 4th down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember where a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as well. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations, because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line, because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play the video games. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Throw it, Brissett. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Trying to get it to Michael Wilson that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
19. Okay. Hey, kill. Go.
Throwing again, Brissett. He's got his tight end, that's McBride. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
19. Go.
On the ground, this is Ford. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay. 13.
Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues.
You're 19. Okay. 120. Good. Go.
Now it's Brissett. He'll try to work the screen with Connor. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
19. Go.
3rd and a yard. It's Brissett. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
You're 19. Good. Go.
They'll run with Connor. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Now, Brissett. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Brissett. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Piñeiro's kick is good. And the Cardinals are on the board. It's 7-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So Piñeiro had the field goal a moment ago. And now he's back out to kick it away. Washington now to return it, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Lions offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Pass is caught by Gray, right side. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. It is a huge play for Detroit. It's a gain of 34.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7. Gonna pause here. We have an injury, and it is the tight end, Sam Laporta, a player they cannot afford to lose. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Gray is the motion man here. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Williams in motion. A 2nd down throw for Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And he's in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Here's Bass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions extend their advantage to 14-3. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cardinals offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10.
Don't worry. 19. 13. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
19. Again. 20. Play. Go.
Operating from the gun is Brissett. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
19.
Working out of the gun. Here's... Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. But the guard's able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Recovered by the offense.
Here's Blake Gillikin now, as he's on to punt for the second time. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Goff to throw. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Gray. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Yards on the play. And the Lions.
Goff to throw on 1st down. He connects with Gray on that one. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Second and inches. From the gun, it's Goff. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Goff. This throw, he's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. Cardinals say they have it, and they do.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
The Cards offense going to see what they... And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Noah Gray, the tight end, was the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This a 44-yard attempt. And that one doinks off the right upright. No good. And their lead will stay right where it is.
You could see the body language of the kicker, Mike. Once it left his foot, he was kind of leaning. He was trying to bring that one back towards the middle. But that's the sound you dread as a kicker. It reverberates around the stadium, off the upright, no good.
We're set now on first down. Got his man. It's Kurt. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
They don't waste any time capitalizing on their opponent's mistake. So they miss the field goal. You take the ball back. There's a lot of energy on the sideline. That's a big win for your defense. So what do you got to do? You got to go out there as an offense and get off to a fast start. That's exactly what they're able to do on that first down play.
Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
Certainly not the biggest gain by any means, but he does a really nice job getting past the sticks, keeping his feet in bounds, and ultimately picks up the first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To the air again is Brissett. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before byes kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our journey through the NFL starts now. In Landover, the Commanders at home to take on the Tennessee Titans. And it's Tony Pollard. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Titans are into the win column after 3 defeats to start the year. They get the victory here. From there, it's off to Tampa. Let's look in on the Buccaneers. They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And this is Jalen McMillan. It's fired deep downfield. He's right there to secure it. 75 yards this one goes. The catch and run for the score. This one's gone to the half, and it's the Buccaneers with a 2-touchdown lead, 17-3 the score. Lastly, let's get down to Miami, the Dolphins hosting the Denver Broncos. And this is Isaiah Likely. He's going to run a deep route, look it in, and he's gone. This will be a 70-yard touchdown catch. The Dolphins with the big lead in front of a home crowd at the half. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Whoa! And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Dan Campbell there, the Lions head coach, as his guys head back out for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Now, Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Get a pause here. We have an injury, and it is the tight end, Sam Laporta, a player they cannot afford to lose. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's 3rd and 7. Williams in motion.
180.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. He's got his man complete. That's to Small. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Detroit.
And the Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
They'll turn and hand this one off. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
On 1st down, a run for right. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That is 14 for the 2nd time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a 1st down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They run again with right. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Tackle there by Mac Wilson. From the 21, here's 2nd and 5. On the toss, they'll run, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Throwing here is Goff. He'll try to run for it. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
That's good for the Lions. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11.
And he just continues to show the ability to extend drives with his legs. It's not something people immediately bring up when they talk about him, Mike, but as we've seen, he's more than capable of making something happen whenever the opportunity presents itself.
20.
On 1st down, it's Goff. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Kenneth Gainwell. Touchdown, Lions. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the 1st half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this 2nd half.
Cardinals 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. The Cardinals offense ready to take over once again. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. To throw is Brissett. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5.
Right 20. Right.
Brissett. He's going to go up top here for McBride. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. It is a big gain for Arizona. 52 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
19. Go.
On the give. This is Connor. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
They'll go right back to Connor. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
That's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
19. Go.
Off the bootleg, here's Brissett. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Luke Schoonmaker. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Cardinals get a bit closer here. It's now 21-10. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Dan Campbell there, the Lions head coach, as his guys head back out for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. This drive will start on the ground, and not much there. Quick defense, held to no gain.
36-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Gray is the motion man here. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Gray is the motion man here. To throw is Goff. Short throw caught by the tight end, Gray. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Arnold and McKinney in there on the tackle.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Putting the tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Oh, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete.
So they decide to be aggressive there on 3rd down, Mike. Now the question is, do they maintain that aggressive style on 4th down, or do they decide to punt? It's going to be a really interesting play call here as it brings up 4th and short.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll try to run. And he's going to have a Lions first down by a good couple of yards. They get 3 on 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he will not make it to the end zone, but he's down inside the 5-yard line. It is a huge play for Detroit. 32 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Gray is the motion man here. Here's Goff. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll go play action with Goff. Walter Nolan in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Goff to throw. Pass complete. It is St. Brown. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. That's going to be blocked. Look at him go. Inside the 40. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Arizona. Greg, those are the momentum swings that get you. One team is looking to add 3. Instead, the other team adds 6, thanks to the ability to block the kick.
Yeah, and in this case, Mike, the players are constantly reminded by the coaches, you never know. Just keep rushing, keep rushing. You could rush 100 times, but if you do it full speed, the 101st, you stick your hand up. That's the one where it connects with the ball. In this case, that's exactly what happens. Scoop, score, change the game.
Operating from the gun is Brissett. And he'll get into the end zone. Doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Washington now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Lions offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Goff to throw on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Gainwell. Yeah! And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A carry here for Wright. Trying to avoid tacklers, and the ball is out. The Cardinals have got it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
You're 19. Okay. 12. Let's go.
They'll go play action here with Brissett. He'll get that one out to Connor. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
And you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far, that has proven to not be the case.
Here we go. 3rd and a yard.
19. Set. 19. 19. Good. Let's go.
They'll try and run for the 1st down. It's 4. And he's in. Jerome 4. Touchdown, Cardinals. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Cardinals have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Washington now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On play action, Goff. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
They'll run here with Gainwell. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Big play coming up. This is third down. That one out wide for Wright. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard
Critical third
line.
down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. They'll run with Wright. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
Brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 2. Goff. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for a Lions first down.
Third down and short, you decide to hand the ball off. What you're really telling yourself is just pick up enough yards to reset these downs. But in this case, the back had a whole lot more in mind. He saw the crease, and he hit it, and it led to a big gain.
Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark up out of bounds at the 1-yard line. A big one here in the fourth quarter, and even 30 yards. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Passes kick is good. And the Lions go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here's McAllister to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Cardinals offense back onto the field. For their next possession, they'll do so with first and 10.
Come on, man. 19. Set. 19. Let's go.
They'll start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
19. Okay. 12.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
On third down, they'll throw with Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. The Cardinals lining up for a punt. They forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. Here comes a return, and he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
32-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now Gainwell. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Wilson on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
From the
second and
34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. On play action, he'll set up to throw. High throw, but it's reeled in. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A gain of 12 yards.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Williams in motion. A run with Gainwell. Finding space inside the 40. They finally get him down inside the 20, but it looks like this one is going to come back.
Still 1st down.
From the gun, it's Goff. That's caught by Tesla. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that 1st down play.
And brings up second
How
down.
fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Nothing for a run after catch on that one. Out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. And that is incomplete. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout.
Jack
So on
Fox
4th
in
down, the
punt
Lions
formation
send
for the
out
Lions.
Jack Fox to punt. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Yards on the play.
How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Arizona.
On 1st down, Brissett. He's going to go up top here for McBride. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Okay. Go.
Play action, and here's Brissett. That'll be taken in by Connor. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
3rd and short yardage. It's Brissett. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he is out of bounds down at the 21. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
Hey, kill. 19. Good. 19. Okay. Go.
Power run inside. Here's Connor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Out of the gun, and they'll run it with Connor. This will not do the trick. They stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
So, here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This to even the score late. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So, here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This one he's got to have. This one is on target, and it is good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
Washington now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. To Slaw, the man in motion. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle. He's got St. Brown. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Lions.
Gray is the motion man here. On 1st and 10. Here's Goff. The pass is caught by Gray, right side. And he's going to be close to another 1st down as he's forced out just shy of the marker.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the fourth quarter?
Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Here's Gainwell. And he will score! Kenneth Gainwell. Touchdown, Lions. He has a touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Extra point try by Bass. The kick is good, and the Lions will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Couldn't take the chance. They're going to return it from the goal line. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Cardinals offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Throw it, Brissett. That one knocked away, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Operating from the gun is Brissett. Got his man. It's Kirk. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Brissett. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a 1st down.
10 yards. And the Cardinals, 1st down. It's a gain of 10.
To the air again is Brissett. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
And 10.
Tim Patrick was the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down. Keeping it in the air. Here's Brissett. A short one here, caught by McBride. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their 2nd. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The sound deafening in the dome. It's 3rd down. Brissett gonna throw again. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's gonna get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to have the Cardinals' 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
Throwing again, Brissett. That's deep for the back of the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He's going to look downfield once again. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? Brissett gonna throw. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
So it's a win here for the Lions. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago, a game they really did struggle in. It looked like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.